should we finally put a stop to the sister-wives story? The loss of Garrison Brown is tragic. The actors on the program need to consider leading genuinely private lives, perhaps. It appears like the sister-wives should stop after Garrison Brown, the show's kid, was lost by Kody and Janelle Brown. Watching sequences that depict emotions to Garrison's death play out on television will be heartbreaking, even if they were apparently previously recorded and will appear in season 19. It is so much more than your typical drama on reality TV. It really is as bad and terrible as it gets. This is really depressing, even if reality TV audiences love dramatic explosions of emotion. This is an insomniac dream. Witnessing such unadulterated and unfiltered anguish may cause agony, but that pain pales in comparison to the suffering of the Brown family. Does such suffering need to be shown on screen? It will happen as long as the Sister Wives cast members agree. But seeing it might seem like a violation. Some things are so horrible that they defy all conventional classifications. It's not a troubled marriage or a failed romance. It's not drama from the mother-in-law, envy, or financial difficulties. This is one of those things. This isn't small-scale rivalry. According to his friend Kenya Gutierrez's recent statement to Us Weekly, it's the passing of a beautiful guy who is always someone you always wanted to see, and he would always greet you. His presence was kind. The extraordinarily gifted actor Robyn Williams, who had a remarkable range, committed death. Alan Turing, a British mathematician, cracked Nazi codes using his extraordinary intelligence. After tragically taking his own life during World War II, he assisted the Allies in defeating Germany. Each individual is unique and significant in their own right, and Garrison was everything to his family. Janelle Brown, in particular, was devoted to her son and served as his primary caretaker. Though Garrison seemed to detest it, some children could thrive in the limelight. He was upset that the fun was being captured in a text message. As such, he most likely detested it when the difficult moments like those in the intense and moving conversation above were captured on camera. Garrison imagined himself in a military role. The National Guard can be deployed and soldiers may lose their lives in war, as Kody, who has a history of falling out with Garrison, pointing out, made it clear when he expressed his desire to enlist. After graduating from college, Kody wanted his kid to enlist. Being an officer, in his opinion, would protect his kid in battle more than... Garrison disagreed with his father's request for his son to complete his schooling before moving further. At the age of 17, Garrison enlisted in the Nevada Army National Guard. In addition, he enrolled at Southern Nevada College. Though he's now wrongly portrayed as an indifferent parent, Kody did show an affection for his son in the scene above. Janelle concurred with her ex-husband during the college debate. Despite his apparent worry that his son would die in battle if he was sent as a private instead of an officer, Kody, who is frequently portrayed as a villain, was called out in this particular incident. Given how close-knit, emotional, and personal this sequence is, perhaps it belongs between a parent and their child instead of being dramatized for the sake of theatrical fans. In addition to being chastised for making a decision, Garrison was forced to discuss his aspirations, hopes, and desires. Nevertheless, that is the expected behavior of a young man. It is likely that Garrison felt frustrated and embarrassed, and that emotion was exacerbated and damaged by the broadcasts. Though they weren't trying to harm their kid, his parents refused to support his aspirations. Quite the contrary, they desired to preserve his life. Though a lot of twists occur, Kody's shown love in this scene. He was anxious, he wasn't being cruel. Sometimes it's easy to laugh at Kody, as when he refers to his wives who aren't Robyn. But that conceit was absent in this instance. Although it didn't come over well, Kody probably shouldn't have casually mentioned Private Bob during the conversation. His goal wasn't to cause his kid any emotional distress. He feared that Garrison might sustain injuries. That being said, this specific moment can be misconstrued even if Kody deserves criticism. Parent of Garrison, Kody, is doing his best to be a decent parent while being filmed by a camera team. Being in that capacity is challenging enough when no one is around. Reality TV subjects, it stars under extreme strain. Celebrities are often the target of people's hostility on social media. Whether they use fictitious identities or not, reviewers have the power to harm the actors and actresses in these productions. Though it's reckless to blame Kody for a death, hardly many reality stars have received as much backlash as him. Nobody is deserving of that criticism. Maybe in the heat of the moment, Garrison made a snap decision. The kids of sister wives didn't sign up for stardom from reality TV. It may be appropriate to terminate the program in order to shield the younger children from the pressures that may have affected Garrison, as there are still younger children in the household. Being a social media competitor, he felt inadequate and had to settle for less. He did, however, save a cat from being put to death and was a kind man. Family and friends were very important to Garrison. The cast of Sister Wives won't be the same if it goes on. On the other hand, there can be a wave of empathy among viewers, which reduces online criticism. The best-case scenario would be that not even Robyn is as terrible as Kody has made her out to be. Nobody in the cast is actually evil. Because they are well-known celebrities, it is likely that the family will continue to get criticism, something that other Brown children would not find enjoyable. Sister Wives star Michael T. Brown shared the impact of her late brother Garrison Brown's death. In a video uploaded to her Patreon subscribers on Tuesday, March 12, Michael T. revealed that she was in Flagstaff with her husband and family the previous week for a sad reason: her brother passed away. She described the experience as very difficult, but also emphasized her positive outlook. Michael T. believes that her brother is now in a better place where he no longer feels pain or sadness. She also mentioned that one positive aspect of the situation was that her entire family came together for the first time in years to celebrate Garrison's life. Garrison was laid to rest on Saturday, March 9. I think that ultimately, obviously, Garrison would have been happy by that, Michael T. added. The thing I know about Garrison is he wouldn't have wanted us all to stop living our life and stop doing what we need to do and what we want to do. Michael T. also mentioned that they have additional plans to honor Garrison in the next couple of months, including organizing a Brown family reunion. It was confirmed by Us Weekly on March 5 that Garrison passed away at the age of 25 in Flagstaff, Arizona. He was found by his brother, Gabriel Brown, before officers arrived, responding to what seemed to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Following the news of their son's death, Garrison's parents, Kody Brown and Janelle Brown, released a joint statement. Janelle and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy, Robert Garrison Brown, the social media statement read. He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him. Our loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. We ask that you please respect our privacy and join us in honoring his memory. Garrison and Michael T. were two of Kody and Janelle's 6 children. They are also the parents of Logan, Hunter, Gabriel, and Savannah. Additionally, Kody is the father of 12 other children whom he shares with Mary Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown. Concluding her statement, Michael T. honestly expressed that dealing with the death of a loved one sucks. She then asked fans not to inquire about Garrison. I think most recently, most of us have all pretty much agreed that none of our life is private, really, she said. But this is ours. This is private. I appreciate you guys all tons. Thank you for going through this with me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being